Well, it says we are live, so let's do this. So, come to find out, I found out that my hybrid husk husk tomatoes, yellow husk tomatoes or whatever, are actually a ground cherry. So today we're up potting them. So here's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how we started them, which I got to find the back. Okay. There we go. So we started them from seeds in here. You can see this one didn't quite make it. He got leggy and sunburn. There's some more there. You can see these are doing really good. What I did with this pot is they started growing, and those are late bloomers. But they started growing, so I took them from here and put them in the 6 cell. And I've already started this already, and we lost one. It got sunburned. And you can see this guy is, his leaves are curling up. It's because of how dry his soil is down there. Dry, and it's got a little bit more sun than the others. And we just tipped him upside down for a minute so I can repot him. And once I get them repotted, then I'll wait a day or two to make sure that they're taking good to their new soil, which is the up pots of these. So we went from a 6 cell. This is about an inch and a half to a 4 inch deep, and we're jumping quite big to just a gas station plastic food grade cup that we were given. And this is probably like a 3 by, I don't know, 5 or 6. But what we're doing is I'm going to take them out of these cells. And I've already put some more soil in here. Mixed up a compost soil with a bunch organic compost soil with perlite so that it's nice and fluffy and lots of drainage. And then we're going to pot them in here. So let's see if I can, I don't have a rock to prop you on this time. Oh yeah, I do. He's over here. Hang on. Let's get our propping rock and move all of this stuff because we're in a very limited space. And actually, we're in an extremely limited timeline. So let's stick you here. I'm going to hope that, you're not going to prop that way. There we go. And let me see if you can see. Oh, what happened here? There we are. All right. So it looks like you can still see, except for you're flipped backwards. All right. So here's our tomatoes, and you're really not propped up good. So hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit better there. Here's our tomatoes. And all I'm doing is basically tipping them upside down and shake a little bit of the dirt out. I'm squeezing the cell so that it'll let loose. This one here is going to let loose. And as soon as it lets loose, then I will, here we go. Ta-da! Alright, and here's our cell. So you can see it's got really good roots. The soil is damp on the bottom and drier on the top. This is the same kind of mixture that I put in the 6 cells. And look at those roots. Not quite root bound, but definitely ready for a repot. And I do this all year long. I will up pot my cherry tomatoes or ground tomatoes or whatever you want to call them all year round. So we're going to stick him in here. I'm going to prop that guy there for a minute. And we're just going to take the soil that's in the white bucket and backfill all around him. So I stuck the roots on top of the soil in the bottom so it's got room to grow. And now we're just going to stick soil around him so he not only has room underneath him to grow, but also around him to grow. One of the things I want you to keep in mind is I do not go past where the soil already is. Now you can. tomatoes have roots all the way up their stem, so anything that touches the soil will actually grow more roots and be more stable. But I found with these guys, you don't have to do that. So we're just going to tappy the soil in. I'm hoping that you can see somewhat of this. Here you can see from this angle, you can see I'm not going to put soil above where the dry soil is. I'm just going to fill it all the way up to that. So let's finish backfilling this. And just pull it away from the stem there. I choose to not fill any more of the stem and just to backfill up to where the soil already is. And the reason for that is because I have seen a lot of people backfill up, you know, take those bottom couple of leaves off and backfill up more. It does work, but I've also seen that a lot of people have had setback and it takes longer for the tomato to actually get established, and it does set them back height-wise, growing height-wise and everything a little bit. And we're not doing that. We are just going to establish these guys in a bigger pot so they have more room to grow. And then in, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, we'll come back and he'll be just about root bound again. And there's a piece of stuff we don't need there. Tuck this in, tucky, and I literally just tap it in so that it's nice and firm. I'm not shoving it down in there or pressing it extremely hard. You don't want to press it. You want it to have room for its legs to go ahead and grow and breathe. There is a little bit of cocoa core or something in this perlite I found. So, all right, so let's give you a close-up. Here you can see where his roots are right there. And the dry soil is right there. And so we did not put any of the new soil up on the stem at all. We just backfilled it all the way around. Gave him plenty of space to grow. You can see where his roots are down there, maybe. Kind of, sort of. Let's see if I can turn him to the side there. Yeah, there you go. Can you see that little root down there by the white piece of perlite? So we're not filling them up the stem. All I'm doing is giving them a bigger space. There's soil at the bottom. Then I put the cell in and I backfilled all the way around it. And that's all we're going to do. And this is how I grow my tomatoes. I just backfill them. Now I'll cover him up and try and blow a little bit of the dirt off. And I will do that to the other 3 in the 6 cell. We are supposed to get some rain. Let me show you. The sky looks dreary. There's a good rain cloud, but he already passed over. So, there we go. That's our sky. So we are supposed to get some rain here in approximately 10 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and hurry up and get this done. The rain will go ahead and water them in, so I won't have to water them. And then if I feel that it's too hot today, at the end of the day, what I'll do is I'll put them in a container similar to this little guy here. That little thing there with a lip on it. And I'll fill it with some water and water them from below. And that's only if I feel that the soil's not already been watered enough from the rain. And then I just let them be. They were sitting out here. I mean, I'll show you. These other guys are just literally have been sitting out here on the top of the grow tower for quite a while. And so that's what we're doing today. We're going to up pot all of our yellow ground cherries. And then we'll stick them out here and let them continue to grow. I gotta find somewhere to stick all of these little guys. Probably just over here on this table for now. So that's what we're doing anyways. So I figured since I already got one done, I said, oh crap, I better show you guys how I'm doing this so that you know. Now, once we get them, once a couple weeks down the row, once they have been in here for a couple of weeks, then what I'll do is I'll get a bigger pot, which right now as it stands, I just counted, I've got 13 that I'm going to put in these little cups. So I'll have to get 13 pots that are slightly bigger and deeper than these cups, and I will continue to up pot them all summer long. And by doing that, what happens is when you up pot, you stimulate it to grow and give it more room to grow without actually having to traumatize the roots or anything, and they'll keep growing and they'll still fruit even as you're up potting. So with that being said, I'll let you go so I can get this done before the rain hits. I hope this was useful for you. Make sure you give us a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. And the next one we'll actually do an update on all the plants on the porch. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, you are someone, you do matter. I love you, and we'll see you on the next video. Ciao now.